Oh, El Giorgio. Mr. Aqua.
Sometimes you have to see what happens in the background before we come on.
Mama Vi.
Mama Vi, are you good?
I'm good, El Giorgio.
It's a
Yeah.
You know, I still had some parents calling me and said my children didn't do Kaya.
Oh.
Sammy, it's over to you.
Let's do the kitty Kaya tomorrow, Friday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, let's
Because
crown it.
I had a lot of calls.
Yeah.
My children didn't do
Someone called me and said, Charlie, I was driving and I just started laughing in my car. When the kids started doing the Kaya. Oh, Charlie.
But listen, you can send us voice notes ahead of tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
Send us voice notes.
Send us voice notes.
On our WhatsApp number, 055
just in case.
1111997.
Just in case.
Voice notes.
Yes.
Kids only.
Kids only.
Yeah.
Kids only.
When you call tomorrow, allow the kids.
The voice note, the mother cannot start it. It's not a call. So kids only.
Mama V said, oh, Uncle Winston, we beg. Uncle Winston.
Uncle Kaya.
Let's get into the chaotic birthday messages on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by MTN. Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Niche chocolate drink, made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche, taste of Ghana. So help me God.
And Niche is exciting and delicious. It's creamy, it's enriched with vitamins, minerals. It's got the goodness of cocoa all at the same time. And it comes in 250 ml bottle and 180 ml Tetra Pak so that you can enjoy it big or small. Visit a shop near you to get yours. You can get Niche at Melcom, Game, ShopRite, Petromart. But for wholesale, kindly call Stephen Amwako on 024 437 1818. Send Gladys a WhatsApp on 050 151 8883.
And it's a happy birthday to Felix Owusu Nchiboesiako, who is a beverage distributor at Dabraka. And it's from Ekosam of Joy News. Also, happy birthday to you, Mrs. Benedicta Nyako of Nyamicha in Accra, from your husband, your mother, and your aunties in Koforidua in UK. And they say, God bless you. This one says, my baby, Sarah Nanekia Jari, a.k.a. Sally. You're my sunshine, and your smile lights up the darkness in my world.
Big baby.
You're simply the most gorgeous, caring, sweetest person I've ever met. And I wish only happiness for you today and evermore. Everyone says you are wonderful, but I say you are amazing. And a rare gem God made just for me. Grateful to you for deciding to share your life with me and the children. Wishing you the most awesome happy birthday, my beautiful queen and lover. You're simply the best. From Emmanuel Ejare, Asida and Jojo, to Sarah Nana Ekuya Ejare.
Mr. Jerry, you've got vibes.
You do all.
And therefore, there's a serious meeting. We have to meet Mr. Jerry.
You see that in?
Very, very important. There's a happy birthday here to you, Jaden Joseph Boama. You're 6 years today. May God's favor and anointing be upon you as you grow in wisdom and knowledge. Just from your daddy and mommy, Ernest and Ellen Boama. You remember Ernest Boama? You're here the Joy Sports team.
Yes.
So it's a fantastic one to you, Jaden.
And it's a happy birthday to Mrs. Benedicta Nyako of Nyamiche in Accra. It's from your husband, your mother, and all your aunties in Koforidua and UK. We say God bless you. Another one to Felix.
UK.
Okay, all right. I think we've delivered that.
We've delivered that one. We delivered that one. Mama View was about it. So the sports center.
Say a big shout out to Fred Amegashi. I met him yesterday. He's a fantastic gentleman.
EcoBank,
EcoBank branch manager Laboni. Good morning to you, sir.
Fred Amegashi.
Fred Amegashi.
Fred Amegashi.
The man who has been supplying pork.
Wow.
Oh, you are there now. Then Fred Amegashi will say, "Oh, Winstone, are you in the office? Please, I got you some."
No, but Fred Amegashi, then he's part of faculty.
Yeah, well, but
he has joined.
This is
Dr. Macaulay.
Young Fred Amegashi. There's another Fred Amegashi. He's 70-something years old.
Okay, so
we call him young uncle.
Okay, no, I'm talking about the one I met yesterday.
The one you met yesterday.
Very young, good looking, and his services are good.
Okay. Application for faculty.
Services. Mama
the Joy Sports Center.
Hold on. Services.
The Joy Sports Center, guys.
The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN.
Hey, services. Okay.
MTN. Everywhere you go. Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good. Allianz Life Insurance, we secure your future. DSTV, it's your moment. And Match Hospitality Services. Hey, services.
Listen, let me tell you about Match Hospitality and the fact that they want you to come on board. Let's go and watch the football stars live at the 2022 FIFA World Cup Qatar in style. So Match Hospitality AG is the worldwide exclusive rights holder of the FIFA Hospitality Program in Ghana for the sale of the 2022 FIFA World Cup Qatar official hospitality program, and they are making our visit to Qatar possible for only $950 USD per person per match. You can follow your team and enjoy a social hospitality experience with upmarket deli style menu and drinks before and after the match in style. Call Match Hospitality on 055 155 1118 or 055 155 1119. You can also send an email to sales@matchhospitality.com or visit matchhospitality.com and get more details. Match ticket inclusive official hospitality packages are subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
Mama, is it the money that you are?
Sammy, I don't know.
Sammy is the step, Mama.
Let's go.
Well, need to make an urgent call, but you realize you don't have enough credit, or your very important conversation was cut short because you ran out of airtime. Well, there's no need for all that stress, or because all you have to do on MTN is dial *50. 6 hash, and you get to borrow credit on MTN Extra Time. The best part is you can also borrow data by dialing the same number *506 hash, and you can bundle data whenever you run out to continue browsing. As always, your conversations don't need to end. Borrow extra time now and enjoy the things you love on your favorite network, MTN.
And it's here again. It's the Standard Chartered Digital Banking Innovation and FinTech Festival. We're bringing together innovators, technology enthusiasts, fintechs, techpreneurs, seasoned industry experts and policymakers from around the world to engage on tapping into emerging opportunities within the digital, financial and technology ecosystem. Discover and experience innovative trends that will shape the future of banking, finance and the world through a series of plenary discussions on an online and in-person lab crawl exhibition and a tech fiesta. This year's event has been themed Powering Africa's Digital Economy, Platforms, Players, Policy on the 26th and 27th of October 2022 in Accra. The festival will be opened by His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Vice President of Ghana. In-person attendance is strictly by invitation. However, online participation is open to all. So to participate, visit sc.com/gh/fintech-festival to register. You can also follow Standard Chartered Ghana's social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for updates. Standard Chartered, here
for good. And a Parliament 10 car engine can age faster. And that's why our engineers formulated quartz engine oil with age-resistance technology. And that's a major breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressures compared to industry limits on ACEA engine wear test. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and younger for longer. But before we go, George, today is the birthday of the MD of the Ghana Stock Exchange, Abena Amoah.
Wow.
It's Abena Amoah's birthday, MD of the Ghana Stock Exchange.
Stock Exchange one.
So it's a K?
It's a K.
Kayaatic.
Hey, Charlie.
Big people there. You say talk about the United game.
Oh, please. Let us talk about the Ghana Premier League right now with United game. Wait,
best United
Ronaldo
game
is what?
ever.
Ronaldo is what?
It didn't reflect the scoreline, though.
Ronaldo is the problem
Ronaldo was
now.
going to the washroom. Anyway,
He's the problem now.
He was going to the washroom. I don't know what your problem is. Let's get into the Sports Center. The High Court has adjourned the contempt case brought against the Ghana Football Association by Ashanti Gold Football Club to Tuesday, October 25, 2022. Now, the case was adjourned following a directive by Judge Justice Nicholas Agbodagui for all members of the GFA Executive Council to respond individually to the contempt application instead of the collective response they filed. Here's counsel for Ashanti Gold, Edward Samkrab.
Happened in court was that the judge realized that the documents filed for and on behalf of all the respondents, particularly the 1st to the 13th, according to the court, was not correct or was improper. Why? Because the court was of the opinion that this is a quasi-criminal matter. So what Ash Gold Sporting Club has brought, all right, by way of the contempt, is what we call charges, all right, against the Executive Council and one other person. And so the court has adjourned to 25th of October to enable each and every one of them, there are 14 of them, to respond to the charges leveled against them individually, all right, and not collectively.
We'll be keeping close tabs on everything that happens there. Hearts of Oak Board Chairman Togbe Afede the 14th has jumped to the defense of board members So Addo and Alhaji Akambi, who have been heavily criticized by fans for the club's failure the last few weeks. Now, the duo, together with Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, have spent nearly 11 years at the club but have come under increased pressure from fans who are calling for their heads after the Phobians exited the CAF Confederations Cup last weekend. But Togbe Afede has confidence in his men.
Leadership for many years now. I've founded many companies which I've led. And I can say without any doubt, without any sort of contradiction, that the likes of Akambi and Honorable Odote are very rare. Alhaji Akambi works with a passion that sometimes surprises me. We've been having difficulty, for example, implementing our Putman project. We had a professional in charge of supervising that place. Sometimes weeks, and I don't know what is happening. We said, Akambi, just help us. Make sure we finish Putman by the end of the year. Sometimes I call Akambi 6:30. He's on a Putman in the morning when many of those who are accusing him are fast asleep.
Meanwhile, the club have unveiled Serbian Slavko Matic as the new head coach and expecting him to restore everything that's been lost in the past and hoping that Accra Hearts of Oak can make it back at the top of the football pyramid in Africa.
Matic was a player himself and has played in big clubs, and in fact derives his part of his confidence from the fact that he has had to play under a lot of pressure during his playing days. So he comes to us with that solid experience as a player and as a coach. You know, when he heard about Accra Oak, he was very thrilled because he saw that it would be a high pressure kind of environment, one that he thinks he would thrive in best. We don't typically set definitive targets for our coaches. But one thing he knows is that as far as Accra is concerned, failure to win the league is failure. So he knows that we expect to win the league. He knows that we have Africa ambitions, and so he has to be part of that.
Right, let's get today's edition of the Joy Sports World Cup Minute with Babatando.
Let's talk money this morning. FIFA will distribute more than $200 million to clubs whose players participate in this year's World Cup in Qatar. The World Football Governing Body has set aside some $209 million for this purpose. With this scheme, each player will be paid $10,000 for each day he remains with his national team at the World Cup and during the official preparation period. The Ghana Premier League is on break, right? Meaning clubs are not making money technically and players are also not getting paid. Tough one. So should Black Stars coach Otto Addo add about 2 or 3 local players to his World Cup squad for economic reasons? Because we know that definitely not all the 26 players will kick a ball in the tournament for Ghana. Well, let me leave today's World Cup minute here. But do follow and engage with Joy Sports GH and Qatar Request on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I am Rashida Babatando. Salaam alaikum.
Now, there's more football to come, but let's do the boxing right now because Ghana's Alfred Lamte took a huge step towards his world title dream with a unanimous point victory over Nambian counterpart Abraham Indanu Ndapo. Now, the Ghanaian boxer, anyway, now with a record of 12-0, could permanently relocate to the US, and as a result, there are big disagreements with the Ghana Boxing Authority's demands for a 2% development fee. Alex Ntiamwa is Lamte's promoter.
We have boxers from Tanzania who are living here in Ghana. He's licensed by the Ghana Boxing Authority. Okay. Whenever he fights here, he pays to the GBA percentage because he's using the GBA license to fight. He's not paying anything back in Tanzania. The same way we have boxers from UK, they acquire Ghanaian license. And even when they actually fought outside Ghana in the UK, because he fought under the license of the Ghana Boxing Authority, he paid percentage to the Ghana Boxing Authority. The British Boxing Board of Control didn't ask him of anything. So there is no way I will allow my boxer to sign anything with the GBA for his future, because he might move to the US to stay there. And right from the onset, when boxers start fighting here, they start paying percentage. Anytime they fight, they pay percentage to the GBA. They are not receiving anything from the GBA. GBA's core mandate is regulation.
Alex Ntiamwa is promoter of the boxer Alfred Lamte. English Premier League next. Well, we start with the action last night. Manchester United produced arguably their finest performance under manager Erik ten Hag as Tottenham Hotspur was swept aside in the Premier League game at Old Trafford. Vicky Sparks was watching there.
This was an impressive performance from Manchester United and an equally poor display from Tottenham, bar their goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. The France #1 had already made several outstanding stops before Fred's deflected opener early in the second half left him with no chance. The imperious Bruno Fernandes curled home the second for Manchester United quite exquisitely. Rashford could have made it 3, but for another superb save by Lloris. But the 3 points utterly deserved by Erik ten Hag's side, who are now unbeaten in their last 5 games since that humbling at Manchester City.
And Chelsea extended their unbeaten run to 7 games under Graham Potter after a goalless draw against a battling Brentford side. Now, in a hard-fought West London derby, the hosts had 3 chances, good chances I must say, but Blues goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga twice kept out headers from Ivan Toney and another one from Brian Mbeumo. We can now hear from the Chelsea captain, Cesar Luketa.
It was very important to recover the solidity from the team, because we know that if we want to win games, you cannot concede every single time goals, because it makes it very difficult. So I think the team is working really hard, from the strikers to the goalkeeper, everybody coming from the bench.
Darwin Núñez scored his first Anfield goal for Liverpool, and Alisson saved the penalty as the rest defeated West Ham 1-0 in an incident-packed encounter. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp was in high spirits after the game.
Feels great. I think it's deserved. I can imagine that West Ham feels a little bit because they had their moments, obviously, at a penalty, and then we needed a big save again and a big toe from James Milner in the later stages of the game.
Black Stars defender Mohamed Salisu starred as Southampton relieved the pressure on boss Ralph Hasenhüttl with the first win in 6 games against South Coast rivals Bournemouth. Here's the Southampton boss.
I think you as a manager, you are always in a demanding position, and in some moments they don't really need you because everything is flowing. In some moments they need you even more, and these last weeks have been the weeks where they need you even more to find solutions and to find the right answers for what is missing. And when you concentrate on this part of your job, I think it's definitely more helpful.
Yeah, there were equally great games across Europe in midweek. Yeah, we know that as the wonderful program rolled out. Andy Bauer has a wrap.
Real Madrid's lead at the top of the table is now 6 points after a 3-0 win at the bottom club Elche. Federico Valverde, the Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema and Marco Asensio with the scorers. Closest challengers Barcelona attempt to Villarreal tomorrow. Real Betis missed a chance to go top 4. They were held 0-0 at Cadiz. Real Valladolid defeated Celta Vigo 4-1. Real Sociedad defeated Mallorca 1-0. In the second round of the German Cup, Bayern Munich were 5-2 winners away at Augsburg. Borussia Dortmund defeated Hanover 2-0 away. The main surprise, though, is that Werder Bremen are out. They drew 2-2 after extra time at SC Paderborn, who took the penalty shootout 5-4. The second round of the Coppa Italia continued. Monza were 3-2 winners at Udinese. Other victories for Spezia and for Parma.
And of course, the games to come tonight: Fulham against Aston Villa, Leicester City against Leeds United in the English Premier League. There's the Europa League game to come: Arsenal vs PSV in Ireland. And then in La Liga, there's Almeria up against Girona. There's Osasuna up against Espanyol. Barcelona will play against Villarreal. Coppa Italia games are up as well. We'll see how it all goes. We've got updates for you. Follow us on social media, Joy Sports GH, on Twitter and Facebook, Joy Sports, and of course on myjoyonline.com. Hit the